Good morning, it's Dr. Garrett, and I'm out here doing what I love, hiking through the woods. I'm in Red River Gorge. As you know, I've got property and such down here, and I'm hiking to Indian Staircase today, which is a really cool hike. Not for beginners, but very cool. But I had a lot of people asking me about snakes, because I mentioned in the last video that I'd seen some rattlesnakes. What I see down here a lot more often than rattlesnakes are actually copperheads, and they're actually very beautiful snakes, and I don't really care for snakes, but they have like a creamy chocolate color, and they have like Hershey kisses on the back of them, so they're very cool. In terms of snakes, rattlesnakes, timber rattler is typically what I see. For the most part, they're not going to harm you or bug you or mess with you unless they feel threatened. So a couple things to keep in the back of mind. When you are crossing a log, step on the log, look over the log before you step over the log. A lot of times they like to lay up against the backside of fallen logs or at the base of trees. If you're staying on the path, just watch. I've seen some rattlesnakes right on the edge of the trails in the past. I'll try to link some of the photos of some of the cool snakes that I've seen in this little video. But for the most part, just watch. Be cognizant of your surroundings and mindful of where you are stepping. Now, the fun thing is both copperheads and rattlesnakes release a pheromone whenever they feel threatened, or if they're in a little cuddle puddle. And this pheromone smells very much like cucumbers. So if you are walking and you are smelling cucumbers, then be a little bit more savvy and a little bit more aware, because there are likely some snakes either feeling threatened or in that little cuddle puddle. So be careful with that. Now, if you are bit by a snake and it is either a rattlesnake or a copperhead, a bulk of the snake bites are dry bites, meaning no venom is released. However, there is a chance that venom was released. It is best to keep calm. Try not to get your heart rate up. It's not a good idea to tourniquet it. There's only one snake or two snakes, really, different kinds of pit vipers that you want to tourniquet. But for the most part, you don't want to keep all of that poison in one area, because that's actually what causes necrosis. So you want to allow that to kind of swell out a little bit. Obviously, contact emergency officials as soon as possible. The cool thing about down here in the gorge is they actually have one of the United States' largest anti-venom research facilities, and it is right down in Slade, which is super cool. So they extract venom and then they create the anti-venom for these snake bites. So I found that kind of amazing. But the big thing to keep in mind is just be cognizant of your surroundings. Step on the log, look over the log, and then cross over the log. Watch for around edges of trees, watch for patterns. Be mindful of your surroundings. Use all of your senses. Rattlesnakes, if they're threatened, they will rattle. You will smell the pheromones. And so be cognizant of that. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I hope you have a lovely day. So we were just talking about snakes, and I want to show you what's on my path. This is a copperhead. You can see his little Hershey Kiss design. Creamy milky color. He blends in well with his surroundings. He actually kind of startled me. Was not expecting him to be right there, and I got awful close. So this is a copperhead. With a big swell in his belly.
Yeah.
Probably ate a chipmunk.
Honestly.